welcome everybody. Just the fun of these things. Right, this morning's going to be, I'll take it on afterwards, just so you don't get shortchanged with the masters. Can you all hear me? Because my microphone played up this morning too.
Yes.
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 Really clearly. Good, because that's going to be important. I'm doing the channeling of the energies of these different masters, and I'm focusing on different things with them. Each one of them has a speciality. So each one has a strength and an energy. I think perhaps we should mute so that...
I keep on losing your face.
That's because I'm... okay, hold on.
Go on a different view at the top right. Go on to...
If you mute everybody, then it will stay on Anne.
Yes, I'm going to go...
Oh, yeah, that's
right
probably true.
Yeah. Do that on participants. Yeah. Yes, that's it. Should do it. So I seem to have got... I haven't got me on anymore. Is it me on? Is it me on? Good, because I'm looking at you. That's it. Right, we should be there now. Good. So what we're doing is I'm going to be channeling a variety of masters and spiritual beings. And as I was saying, each one of them has their own their strength, their forte, their energy. They're on different beams of energy that come to Earth, and they have different purposes. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm doing each one, we're going to use their energy for specific healing or empowerment for you. So they're very much about you holding your intention of what you want to get from each one of these masters. Okay, so I'm going to go straight into showing the screen. So I've got... Okay. All right now. Good. If you have any problems at all, perhaps you could just send a chat message in the chat box. And if you have questions at the end, you can just send it to me in the chat. Okay. All right. So I suggest you have paper and pencil beside your pen and paper, something to write on. But also, if you've got a journal that you use, have your journal around so that you can make any notes of anything that comes through for you when we're doing the channeling. The energies will be coming through me, but they will come to you, and anything they want you to have particularly will come through for you. And at the end of the session, I'm going to open up for you to do your own channeling. And it might be useful then to have some way of recording what's happening. Okay, now there's always two aspects for writing. To my mind, you always have to have your journal for your insights, but also have some scrap paper that you can use for writing and burning. So anything comes up that you feel you want to release or let go, then write that on the rough paper. Then you can burn it. It's a tremendously powerful way of releasing. So treat these 2 hours as a super healing for yourself, as well as the empowerment energies that you're going to receive. This is an opportunity to raise your vibrations. Raise your vibrations, expand your consciousness, empower yourself. So set that intention for yourself right at the beginning. Now I'm going to show you some pictures here. We're not going to get in touch with all these masters, but you will, if you haven't already got a set of cards that Brenda sent you. I've got mine here. So to see those cards there. Now at the end you'll be able to choose one of those, and I've also put I'll have the pictures of them up on the screen. So if you haven't received your cards, don't worry, you'll still have access to these masters to see which one feels right for you. Okay, just briefly, these are the ones that work with the symbols. So most of you know that I work with symbols. The symbols have been brought to me over a period of 20 years. And these are the guardians of the symbols. They work on the same rays as the symbols. So you will, if you've been having healing from me, you would have already experienced some of these energies. The one that was right from the beginning with me was Kwan, and she's a very powerful force. We'll look at her in more detail in a minute because she's going to be channeling for us. She's a divine mother. She's a deity that started off as a male energy, actually, and then came across as a female energy. Quite how that happens, I don't really know. All I know is that her energy is absolutely amazing and beautiful, strong. It's like a strong woman. Excuse me, Steve, you're surrounded by ladies today, but that energy that a woman can have of being very, very strong, but also very soft and gentle, and that is the Kwan Yin energy and the Mother Mary energy. They're both holding that same divine feminine energy. And if in any doubt of who to go to, those two will always give you that love and compassion energy, which is very nice. And the other energy that's very, if we call it sweet, it sounds a bit patronizing to call it sweet, but a very gentle but strong energy is Jesus's energy. And you don't have to have any religious connections for any of this, but these beings in spirit are, they all have a slightly different vibration of energy. You'll find the one you like best. So I've put Archangel Michael up with the others, and I'll go through some of the others with you in a minute. But Archangel Michael, it's like my right-hand man. He's my go-to for anything to do with protection, wherever I'm dealing with negative energies, which I do a lot. And I've been spending a lot of my time in the last 20 years clearing and pushing demons out, chopping them up, helping clear spirits to the light, fighting off the ones that don't want to go, and so on. So there's been a lot of times when I've called in Archangel Michael, and every time I do a healing, I will bring in Archangel Michael as the first level of protection. So I will be bringing him in again later in more detail. The other master that I work with is Lord Maitreya. Now, Lord Maitreya, when he comes to me, comes at night, particularly when I'm troubled, and I mainly see his hands. I just see these beautiful old hands come, and I get great comfort from that connection with Lord Maitreya, who they say was the force and energy behind Jesus. So a lot of these masters have worked and lived on earth, and have also, they call them ascended masters because they have been on earth as well as living in the higher realms, but they also act as guides and guardians, and they call it shadowing over other great masters when they come to earth. So it strikes me that everybody that comes to earth, every soul that comes to earth, needs to have a sort of counterpart in spirit. And we always talk about our guardian angels, but they are really important for us, our guardian angels and our spirit guides. And all of you who are here to bring light into the world and to make changes for the world will have a very powerful force behind you in spirit, because even Jesus had a powerful force behind him, Lord Maitreya. And Saint Germaine, it was as I found out this morning because I had a question to ask, Saint Germaine was the force behind Merlin. So you know, well, Merlin, I always thought was a myth, but Merlin comes to me, and he's the one who shows me a lot of the symbols and brings a sort of magic in that they can do. So you will have a spiritual master, a powerful spiritual master, and you will be guided to the one that will be using the energies that you need, will bring you the energies you need. Okay, so we move on. So the first energy that I want to bring in is Gaia. Whenever I do a healing these days, I take people down into the earth, take their consciousness down into the earth and their energies to connect to Gaia. And the reason is that, again, that beautiful nurturing female energy that is the spirit of our planet, is a female energy. She gives a great feeling of comfort and strength and stability, so that you can feel that there's a sense of I'm feeling strong, everything's okay, my feet are firmly on the ground. And we talk about the grounding of your energy. The more you ground your energy, the more you connect it to the earth through your humanness, the higher your spirit can fly. So you're always connected to your spirit. Your spiritual energy is always connected to you until the day you pass away, till the day you die. And then your energy comes up, your spiritual energy comes up through your chakras and goes onto the higher realms. But while you're alive and here, you are always locked into your physical energy. And that's why it's really important to ground and be conscious of that fact, because there are times when we might think it'd be quite good not to be here, to be floating off somewhere. And sometimes when we meditate, we want to go quite far in our meditations, in the same way as when we're doing healing. We want to go quite deep. I want to go in deep into people's psyche and energy. I have to be very grounded to do that. I need to be firmly fixed on the earth in order to be able to go deep or high. So if you're feeling a bit flighty at all, or a bit disconnected and a little bit confused with what we're going through at the moment on earth, really important to keep ourselves connected to the spirit of the planet. She's a beautiful energy, of course. So I'm going to channel her energy, and I'm going to take you through a meditation with Gaia's energy, connect to her energy, with the intention that you use it for grounding yourself and for stability and strength. And you can use this, you can connect to her anytime where you feel that you're a bit out of balance, a bit floaty, a bit sort of disconnected from life, or insecure. That's another thing that's going on at the moment. A lot of us are feeling a bit, oh my goodness, what's the future going to bring, and unstable. The sort of anything that affects your base chakra, with when you're moving from house to house, or changing job, when you're losing a partner, anything that's made you feel a bit unsure of yourself, then this is a time to connect to Gaia and to feel her loving energies. So I'm going to take you in now. This is the way I start most of my healing sessions, just to take you in to that connection to her energy. So just relax and drop your shoulders. Let your body go soft. And before I connect to Gaia, I'm going to call in Archangel Michael to be with you and to be with me. And I surround you with the blue flame of Archangel Michael. Also place you into a golden star tetrahedron which spins to create a golden light around you. A golden light body that holds your energy strong and secure. A golden light body that purifies your energy and all energies that pass through it. Let yourself breathe deeply 4 times, breathing in this golden light and releasing the tensions of your life. And I call back to you now all your energy focus, wherever your energy's been, from wherever you've been thinking, whatever you've been worrying about, your work, your home, your loves, the future, wherever your energy has gone, I'm bringing it back for you now through the golden light, right now, right now, right now. Right now, focus on your heart center and see the doors of your heart center opening to receive. Open to receive the energies of love from the masters, from the beautiful beings of light that are joining us today. Open your heart to receive right now, right now, right now. And now focus on your third eye and open your mind, allowing your mind and your third eye to work together to allow for insights, messages, knowledge and understanding to flow into your consciousness from the highest realms of light. Opening your mind and your third eye to receive, to be aware, to be receptive. Right now, right now, right now. And from your heart, allow your energies now, the very beautiful energy of your heart, the love that you hold there, the very core of your heart is your perfect, beautiful self. Allow that beautiful energy of love that is you to flow down now through your lower chakras, through your solar plexus, down now through your second chakra, creativity, down to your root chakra, seeing each chakra spinning, balancing as you go. Down, down now, and down, down into the very center of our planet. Feel your feet firmly on the ground. Feel the energy going down, 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 and meeting with the energy and the beauty of Gaia. And I connect to Gaia's energy now as you connect to Gaia's energy. And I bring in Gaia's energy right now to you, connecting you to this beautiful energy of nature, the mother of nurture. Beautiful energy connecting to you now, making you feel strong and stable, at one with nature, the force of nature, the strength of nature, the beauty of nature. Feel the energy now moving up through your roots, the great tree that you are, connecting to the earth now, allowing it like sap rising, allow her energy to move up into you now. And we channel her energy into you right now, right now, right now. And you are strong, stable. And I'm just allowing her energy to flow to you. You receive it. Allow yourself to be open to this beautiful energy of our planet. Open your heart with gratitude for all she gives us. And all she needs is respect and appreciation. As we respect nature, we respect her. Feel the strength. Feel the love. Feel yourself getting stronger and stronger. Feel how stable you are now. Feel your strength right now, right now, right now. Feel the purity of her waters washing over you, purifying and cleansing you. Feel the strength of her mountains. Feel the clarity of her air. Feel the freedom of the animals and the birds, the fish and all living beings. And feel the nurture of the food that she offers us. Take it and embrace it. It's yours. Take it. It's her gift. Finally, connect to the lake that's still and beautiful, reflecting the mountains, and feel the peace and serenity. Give her your love in return. Beautiful. Bless you. Thank you, Gaia. Continue to send us your love, your healing, and your strength. We thank you. Great. Slowly come back now. Your Come back into this world, into your room. Just contemplate for a moment now how you can take the sense of security and stability forward yourself. And just put some guidance here for your body, for your physicality. Just take note of the seasons and the effects that the seasons have on you, and feel them. We sometimes rush through life, and unless we're in the country, it can be difficult to always feel that connection. But it's around us, it's there, and there's a reason for the whole sense of change and shift through night and day and through the seasons. It's good to just connect to them. I know some of you are in the Far East, and I lived where there doesn't seem to be much change of season. But even there's the wet season and the dry season. There's the monsoon season. And there's times when you expect it to be hotter and cooler. Just feel it. Go barefoot when you can. Nothing like it to get that sense of connection to Gaia and to Earth. And if you can, paddle in the sea. It really does make a difference just to get your feet bare and touching. And for your spirit, connecting through meditation. And the meditation that I was using 25 years ago every day still stands. To see yourself as a great tree, whatever that big strong tree is to you, maybe a baobab tree, maybe an oak, a beech. I've got a huge beech outside my window here, and as I look at it, I feel its strength and stability just looking at it. So feeling yourself as a tree will really give you that sense of grounding, of being at one with the earth. And any opportunity you get to connect to wildlife, even if it's feeding a bird on your balcony or in your garden. And again, for security, your root chakra, which if you imagine I start off with a red rosebud, seeing the red rosebud opening and growing fuller and fuller, and then spinning to create a circle of red, deep red light. And you focus on your root chakra, which is a masculine energy for you, but it's strong, and it does take you down into your legs and your feet and your ankles and your hips. And if you have any problems with any of that, just focus on seeing your root chakra opening and balancing every day. And listening to nature will also give you that sense of strength and nurture. And I've recorded the sea here because most of us are not on the sea. I think some of you might be. But just sit for a minute now and just feel this and sense the energy of the sea as you hear it, washing away all that needs to be washed away, all that needs to be cleansed, negative thoughts and attitudes and other people's energies that are just bothering you. Just listen to them. So even when you can't get into nature and you're stuck at home, and if we go into lockdown again, there are lots of sounds that you can use on the internet where you can make that connection. Okay. Okay, so we're now moving on to Kwan Yin, one of my absolute favorites, and who's been with me for so much of my time when I've been on my journey. So she's known as Kanon in Japan. Same energy, you'll see statues of her all over Japan. You see it all over Hong Kong and the Far East. She's known as the goddess of compassion and mercy, and she holds the energy of the Divine Mother. She works for anybody and she's there for everybody, but she's particularly caring for mothers. So if you're pregnant, or if you've got somebody who in your family is pregnant or wants to become pregnant, she's the one that if you want to pray to her or ask for her help or her energy, then that's perfectly fine. She's the ideal person. I don't know why the connection, but she's also, the sailors have taken her as their patron as well. So if you're a sailor, there you go. If you're a pregnant sailor, all the better. So you often see her holding a flask of holy water in this picture that she is, and I've got a picture her a small Kwan Yin here, and this is another pose that you often see Kwan Yin holding this flask of water. Now, I've also got a Kwan Yin where she's actually pouring the water. She's sort of purifying. And once I had a Kwan Yin, a statue of Kwan Yin about that size. I've got her somewhere, or she's over there on my altar at the moment. And underneath there, I had a candle. Now, I had some wooden shelving in my healing room when I used to work from an old stable block, which we converted, and I inadvertently left the candle burning, and the candle flame. It was a candle holder that I bought from Bali, and I thought it was solid, but it wasn't. And as the candle burnt down, so did the holder burn, and it burnt into the cloth that I put it on. So that we had a fire, and I came back into the room after being away for some hours, and I saw that we'd had a fire that was burnt underneath the wood above the candle, the actual place where the candle was burnt, and above that was the statue of Kwan Yin. And I walked in and I felt a real sense of being told off. And I also had this great sense of gratitude because for some reason the flames had been put out, and I got a little bit of a telling off about using those candles and leaving candles burning. But it was a small miracle because everything was wood. I mean, the bookcase was wood, the building was wood. I mean, the whole lot should have gone, really. So thank you, Kwan Yin, for that. She can be quite bossy. She's bossy with me sometimes. And yeah, I remember I was doing a diet once, and I kept getting messages from her that to go on this diet I would be useful, because I was asking her to go to eat ice cream, and I love ice cream, my favorite thing. I thought, great, this is a great diet, eating ice cream. Anyway, one of my friends who also channeled Kwan Yin came to see me. She said, I've got a message for you from Kwan Yin. I said, oh, thank you. I have too. She's letting me eat ice cream. She said, no, it's not ice cream that she's telling you to take. It's rice stream. As opposed to dairy products, take rice stream. It's a milk made from rice. And so I could see, felt the sense of disapproval again. Ha ha, very funny. Very funny that I got it wrong, but I think we can all be selective, have selective hearing when we're listening to the messages from anywhere, and particularly when they're coming from spirit, where we can't actually hear them so loudly. We have to listen hard. So there you go. So she said that she's not resting until she's completed, helped everybody go through their full cycle. So every soul that's coming down to earth and using earth as a place to grow, to the point of not needing to use the earth plane for growth, she's going to be there. So she also has a excuse me, she also has a version of her with 1,000 arms, all the more to help people. So Kwan Yin, you may have some questions for Kwan Yin, so get yourself prepared for any questions you may have and feel the energy of Kwan Yin. Now Kwan Yin is, I'm bringing her energy in and channeling her energy with the intention that we can use it for healing, because that's the energy that most often comes through me when I'm healing, and for opening and healing your heart. So if you're having problems with love, not having enough love, wanting to open to love, this is the time to make use of this beautiful, beautiful force of light and energy that comes through from Kwan Yin for opening your heart, clearing anything that may be stopping you from meeting someone who will love you, to share your life. If you've got problems in a relationship, call this energy in and use this energy for clearing your relationship. And if you're feeling any sickness, have any sickness and grief and loss, her beautiful, loving, gentle energy of mother. This is the mother love that everyone expects to have from their own physical mother, but don't always get. So if there's any sense that you've got a child within you, your child within, that didn't receive that love, open up now to the energies of Kwan Yin and allow her love to heal the wounds of the love. Okay. So relax, drop your shoulders, just hold your intention. This is your heart is going to open fully for the energies of Kwan Yin, of Divine Mother. And I invoke and call in the energy of Kwan Yin to be with you right now, right now, right now. Thank you, Kwan Yin. Thank you for joining us today. Feel her energy flowing into your heart. Feel her love wrapping around you. Beautiful, beautiful, kind, gentle love with strength. And feel your own divine feminine energies strengthening through her energy. Allow yourself to be empowered as the divine feminine, for each one of us holds that energy deep in our hearts. You have the divine energy. Allow this energy of Kwan Yin to magnify it, to strengthen it. Embrace it right now. Allowing this beautiful energy to clear away the pain, the grief, transforming it now back to light, raising the level of love and compassion within you for yourself. Let go all judgment and criticism now, and embrace and love yourself as our energy does. And you are loved, truly loved in this moment. There is no criticism, there's total acceptance. Drop your own judgment. Drop your own critical eye on yourself. Know that everything is perfectly right as it is. Everything is in right timing. No matter what you may feel, everything is as it should be in this very moment. Right now, right now, right now. All is well. And you are loved, completely loved. And all that isn't love leaves you now. From your mind, from your heart, from your soul and your body. And I ask the spirit of your body to open up to receive this healing energy. Beams and beams of healing energy flowing now through your body, wherever it's needed. Heal your legs, your arms, your hips, your joints, your organs. Heal all of you. Heal your grief and your broken heart. Heal now, right now. All is well. We're using this beautiful energy to clear the way now between you and love in any form that you need it, as friendship, as companionship, as a lover, romantic love. Love in the form of security, financial security, all that version, every version of love. And we send this love between you and all your relationships. In this moment, we heal and clear all misunderstandings, all discord in all our relationships. Right now, right now, right now. And why not love if we can love? Why not tolerate? Why not accept? Filling you with love, through Kwan Yin, compassion and love right now. Ask her any questions you may have. Know the first thing that comes into your head is the answer. Thank you. Thank you, Kwan Yin. Thank you for always being there. Gently bring yourself back. Just make a note of anything you felt, any messages you may have got, anything that comes up that needs to be released. And for yourself to carry on this work, this loving energy for yourself, you're taking on the control. And this is all about, everything we do in our healing is about taking back control ourselves, putting ourselves back into the state of love, putting ourselves back into the state of strength. And you can continue this with caring for yourself and your body, with your exercise. It's a well-trodden path for caring for your body, yoga, eating good food, taking the rest that you need, don't driving yourself too hard, and not being so critical of yourself. And for your spirit, you can channel the energies of Kwan Yin and the love through using the symbol, because that symbol opens up the energies of love and compassion. So you could draw it any way it suits you. Draw it 3 times, and that energy now will come through your hands. So you feel that channeled energy, because she is overshadowing that energy that comes in from the healing, and from the healing symbol. So just draw it now and feel that energy, and then bring it into yourself whenever you need it. And remember that you'll get your sense of love and that lovely peaceful energy that comes with pure love through many ways, and maybe through art, maybe through music, through friendship and fun, and through your loving relationships. So nurturing your own spirit and your body, carrying on that work, and always connecting. You can always connect to Kwan Yin at any time. And as I say, that symbol will help you. That's what I use all the time when I'm healing for you and myself, and distance healing too. Yeah, it's a beautiful state to be in. It's nothing matters when you're in a state of love. Nothing matters. And those big questions you have about your life, about the things that are coming up, they're not really that important. You're always going to get to the right place, because the journey is to find love. We think the journey is about whether we're going to have this job or that job, or whether we're going to live here or there, and whether what roles we're going to play. But actually, it's all about finding love. And once we've found love within ourselves, nothing really matters where we are or what we do. It's all right. Okay. One of the problems we have in this time is that we feel very much, we can feel, not saying that you definitely do, but you can feel a bit lost in terms of your determination, strength and will. And that's caused very often by the fears and anxieties that sit in the same place as your will. So your will and your ability to make your own choices, make your decisive choices where you want to do, this is what I want, bang. That starts to go when your will goes. And the energy to get up and make action of your intentions, your goals, your dreams, that leaves you, and you start to feel a bit, oh, can I do this? Am I really up to it? Wobble, wobble. I want to go very much into a wobble state. Well, this is because in your solar plexus, you hold the anxieties and fears that come from past experiences, come from the media, come from what's going on around us at the moment, and your sensitivity to other people's energies. So whatever is the cause of your fear and anxiety, know that there is an antidote to it, and the antidote, which is the power that should be here when you're at your most powerful. Your core is strong, and spiritually your core is your solar plexus. Your heart holds your passion, and your mind can logic and work out ways of doing things and putting the action in your thoughts into action. But if you haven't got the power here in your solar plexus, it means you're not really moving forward very much. It means you're probably sitting around thinking, oh, I don't know, I don't think I've got the energy for this, or I'm not sure I can do this, blah, blah, blah. And yet you've got some passion there in your heart that says, I want to do this, I want to go here, I want to make friends, I want a partner, I want to make changes to the world, I want to be a healer, I want to be whatever, I want to write this book. Whatever it is that you have that passion for, you have to have your power here. And there's a lot that takes our power away, and I'm not going into conspiracy theories, but it's true that a lot of the time, for a lot of us in the world at the moment, we are feeling that our power is being eroded. So it's up to us to take it back. There's no good sitting blaming other people or governments or viruses or anything. We have to take that power back. We have got help, because the solar logos is the spirit of the sun, and the spirit of the sun is the greatest power of energy in our universe. It is the power, it is the energy that we need. And calling it solar logos and solar plexus is a good reason for that connection. And the power of you is here, and you need to embrace and take on that power of you. And by connecting to the solar logos, I'm going to bring in the energy of the sun, which is so all empowering. Okay, so hold your intention now of this. We're going to, beautiful picture, isn't it, of the sun there? Gosh, so gorgeous. I love the sun. And I love this, people have worshipped the sun in history, in ancient times, and then we decided that was nonsense. How can you possibly worship the sun? Well, I think they might have had a really good idea, and I think they might have been onto something, because when you do connect to this energy just now, you'll realize how empowering it is. And what you're thinking about here is to bring back your powers, the ones that you've actually got that have been eroded. They're always yours. It's just that they're not embraced at the moment, and they're weakened. So this is to bring them back into full force. So if you're having a problem making a decision, this is the energy you need. If you're feeling anxious and fearful and unsure of yourself, this is the energy you need. It's a masculine energy. It's I just shown the previous was a hold on. The symbol there, you might want to make a note of that symbol, because that is the symbol that allows you to connect to this energy yourself later when you want to. And you can do it today and bring in that energy too. I'm going to channel it for you, and I'm going to send it to you, and I'm going to send it directly to your solar plexus. But just to make a note of that symbol, because it invokes that energy, and that's what you need when things are a bit wobbly around decision making and feeling yourself, oh, got no energy these days. the energy to put into action what your passion is from your heart. All right. So with that in mind and with that intention in your head, if you like, that is what we're going to do now. So just relax again. I'm going to hope you don't all fall asleep on this. This is a lot of meditation going on here today. But allow yourself just to embrace all these energies. It's so exciting to be able to step out of our normal worldly state and bring in these great forces of light. So drop your shoulders and focus now on your solar plexus. And you can put your hand there just to make that connection. And you can visualize the sun and the beautiful energy of the sun. And I'm calling in the energy of the solar logos, calling in this beautiful spirit of the sun, the spirit of the sun, the solar logos, such a powerful force. And I'm bringing that in for you now, right now, right now, right now. Golden beams pouring into your solar plexus. And our sun, such a powerful force to allow us to grow, to become greater and stronger. Everything on earth we need the sun for, to grow. Feel the gratitude to this great energy force right now. Calling in the power, the spirit of the sun into you to empower you right now, right now, right now. Feel it burning up your anxieties, transforming your fears into strength. Right now, all fears, anxieties are burnt up by this great light, and your will returns. Your strength and inner core strength returns right now. Right now. As you absorb this strength, feel the energy flowing through every part of your body, bringing strength, determination, will, vitality to every part of you. Feel your fingers tingling with the energy, right down into your toes. The strength returning into your legs that take you forward, overcoming all resistance, of turning your passion and your goal into action, clearing all resistance now, right now, right now. Clearing all the barriers as you go forward. All the resistance from yourself blasting through with this golden light, burning up everything in your way. Allow yourself to be the sun. Feel the strength of that energy now. In your mind now, bring your mind into play. Very good at planning. Great for the planning of the doing, your mind. Also, the greatest saboteur of your well-being and your happiness. But bring your mind into play now and allow your imagination to show you yourself in action. Whatever your dream is, whatever your goal, see it now in action. Right now, right now. See yourself. Right now. Feel the sun on your back. This is the energy of I can. Not even I will. That's putting it in the future. Make it right now, right now, right now with I can. And see yourself doing it right now. More beams of light. So strong. You are strong. You can. Why not? What's stopping you? Nothing. Nothing's stopping you. The way is open. The way is clear. You made the plan before you came. You've got all the help you need. You've got all the skills you need. Just to reclaim them and hold them, grab them, do it, make it happen right now. Right now, right now, right now. One last embrace of this beautiful, strong, glowing energy of gold, filling every part of you. Brilliant. Well done. Well done. Well done. I feel like Hercules now. Got muscles everywhere. Fantastic. So, for yourself to be empowered, to continue this, grabbing this energy and this ability to do whatever you wish to do, just a few pointers here. Always accept the fact that you're responsible. If you're responsible for everything that ever happens in your life at some level, you take that responsibility. You're stepping fully into your power. You step into your power when you become the victor, not the victim. It's a little bit of a catchphrase, but don't be a victim. Don't allow yourself to find blame with other people or other things, because immediately you do, they're in control. You don't want them to be controlling your life, not at your emotions, creating fears for you, manipulating you. The only way that you're going to stop them is to take the reins for yourself and you be in control. That's where the power is. And knowing that you're creating everything. So if you've got fears and anxieties and self-doubt, you want to get rid of that and do that. One of the ways to do it, writing down all those emotions that churn away. There's a reason why you've got them, for sure. It's the experiences you've been through. But now you're into the managing it and sorting it stage. So write down everything that's bothering you, all the emotions that concern, keep bubbling up, the triggers, the anger, the frustrations, and do something about it. First of all, get rid of those feelings either into action or express them onto paper and burn them. So one of the two, either act out your feelings and to make change, either for yourself or the world or whatever you're here to do. Do something positive with that energy. And if you haven't got anything positive and it's heavy energy and there's nothing you can do with it, then write it down and burn it. And that transforms it into light. It stops it becoming a hindrance and a resistance to you. You can always meditate and connect to some of that logo, solar logo symbol that I showed you. Helping others was, of course, always helps you become empowered. You're the one who becomes empowered when you help others. It's a fantastic way to lift your energy and to bring you back some strength, give you some sense of fulfillment. Always speak your truth. That's empowered. Speaking your truth. A lot of you are, I know, because I'm worked with most of you, are still pussyfooting around, treading on eggshells with people in your life. And the trick is to say the truth, but say it in a loving way. Okay. And we'll have to keep reminding ourselves of that. I'm having to do the same myself. So I'm speaking to myself there too. And face your fear. You know, the thing that you fear the most, what is it? Write it down now. What is your greatest fear? Write it down and make it your intention to face it down, to go through it, to take it on. You're strong. You can do it. What is your greatest fear? Write it down now. And your intention to not let that fear overtake you, manipulate you, or control you. You may have more than one fear. You could write them all down. Have a couple of minutes break just now. You might need to go to have a comfort break. I think we have a little break now, just a couple of minutes. I think 5 minutes. We'll have a 5-minute break so that you can get yourself a coffee or tea, and also have a chance to think about your fears and what your fears are and what is your resistance to stopping your dream coming into action. Your resistance. Don't blame anybody out there. What is your resistance? Write it down and have it, and know that this is on your to-do list to overcome that resistance, to heal whatever it is that's causing the resistance. That's when you become empowered. You start to do something about it. And when you've accepted that it's yours, it's your resistance, nobody else is to blame. Good. Okay, let's have a break. And I'll see you in 5 minutes at 20 past. Okay, welcome back. If you've been away, if you haven't, you're still here. Good, good, good. What I've been asked is about copies, and I was actually going to say this. I'm glad you asked. Thank you, Sandy. I'm going to get the recording of this and send you the link to everybody. I thought I'd send everybody the link so it's easy for everybody to get a copy. What I'll ask Tom to do is put it on a YouTube, private YouTube, and then I will send you a link to that YouTube so you can then watch it again. And again, the energies will still be there. The energies are, this is the wonderful thing, is that whatever energies come through, they come through every time. It's the same with all my YouTubes. The energy is still there. So that's the way it works. So that I'll do that. But if you want a copy of the actual PowerPoint itself, you send me an email saying that's what you want. And it's annejones88@gmail.com. Just send me a note to say you want a copy of the PowerPoint. I'll probably have to send that through, it's probably too big to go through a normal attachment, so I'll probably have to send it retransfer, but that's okay. As long as I've got your email address and I've got, you tell me you want it. Otherwise you will automatically be getting a copy of the link to the recording of this. Okay, right. Now, Saint Germain, gorgeous looking man, isn't he? There's all sorts of stories about Saint Germain. Bearing in mind he's an ascended master, which means he has lived on Earth. When I read about him, I get some very interesting and strange facts about who he was. Now, I know what he was. He was an alchemist, and around the 1700s, he in the French court. And he was had the ability to transmute energies, and that's the gift he's bringing to us now, is that ability to take a negative energies and turn it into positive energies. So that transmutation of energy, of course, is alchemy. We're not doing water to wine yet, but who knows, we shouldn't be able to. Anything's going to be possible in the future when we all really embrace our powers and our skills. We're only just beginning to step into this really exciting era now of full personal empowerment, and I can believe anything's going to be possible as time goes on. The connection I have with Saint Germain is that when I first started healing, whenever I was leaving a workshop or place where I've been doing healing, Saint Germain came into my consciousness, and I felt and used his violet flame to transmute any negative energies I'd picked up in the healing process. And when I'd been in a place with lots of people, you pick up energy, even if no matter what you do to protect yourself, there's always a certain residue that you pick up. And some of you I know are particularly sensitive, so this is a very useful energy to use. Now it's been enhanced. The violet flame has been enhanced recently, so it's even more powerful than it was, which is fantastic. There's questions about who he was. Now I put my notes together and I had this question: was he Merlin? Was he Francis Bacon? And I've heard quite a few, I've read quite a few notes about that in different places. And I thought my best is to ask. Well, no, why don't I ask him? So I did that before the session. And what I was told, and it made sense to me, is that he was like the guide, the overshadow. They use the word overshadow. It's when they channel through another ascended being who comes to Earth. Oh, hold on, someone coming in. So it's like the Lord Maitreya overshadowed Jesus. So when Jesus was on earth, he had the force and energy and guidance of Lord Maitreya helping him. Because when you're on, as you know, when you're in a material world and in the physical world, it's hard to keep yourself fully conscious spiritually all the time. You're bound to have emotions. I mean, we saw Jesus got angry with the money lenders. I mean, that's one of them that we know of. I'm sure there's all sorts of other emotions flying around at times. It's just how it is when you're on earth. So to have this other force behind you and guiding you is truly important. And it was quite clear, he said, that he helped Merlin in the time of King Arthur. So he's, as an ascended master, as an overbearing, not overbearing, that doesn't sound quite right. And even overshadowing sounds a bit of a weird way of putting it. But a force of light, supportive light, let's say supportive and guiding light, sounds much better. Supportive and guiding light for Merlin and Francis Bacon and perhaps others as well. I think that makes a lot of sense to me, because you get very, very powerful people on earth like Einstein who come up with amazing inventions, and some who just say, oh, it came to me in a dream, and this amazing invention comes in a dream. It has to be coming from somewhere, and I'm absolutely positive that this is a contract we make before we come down to have the help of spiritual beings while we're down here. And the Ascended Masters are particularly helpful because they have lived on Earth and they know what it's like down here. So they have a sort of empathy with us. Angels work in a different way. Angels are programmed and they hold particular intentions of help and energy for us. So that's beautiful. But I get this sense that the Ascended Masters are a little bit more flexible in the sense that they have the understanding what it's like to be human. So what I'm going to do with Saint Germaine is to connect to his violet flame. This is different from the blue flame of Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael's blue flame, which is an energy that we can use for protection, and we'll be looking at that just now. This is to transmute, to clear negative energies and attachments. Really, really useful. And I did use it a lot at one time, and I must admit I haven't been using it so much lately, but now I'm back in touch and I'm thinking, yeah, it's amazing. I'm going to be using it in healing sessions too, because now I was always told that the violet flame is only really to be used and shared with people who are aware and awake. But then I think if you're not awake, you probably wouldn't want to be bothered with it. You wouldn't. So I don't know. But all I know is that it's very powerful and it's a great way of clearing your energies in the way that some of the essential oils can clear your energy and crystals can clear your energy. This one is instant and it's beautiful. So it clears. It helps with addictions too, so thought forms, so the energies of your aura, so anything where your mind has been working overtime, maybe fears, maybe you're getting a bit obsessed about something. And if you're a person that does obsess, you know, once you get your head around something, you just keep on and on and on and on. The violet flame would be good to disperse those energies that collect when you say the same thing and think the same thing all the time. They start to collect together, and eventually, if you have them for too long, and if it's a fear, it actually turns into one of your own demons, you know, because it gets an energy of its own. So it's really good to use the violet flame to give yourself a bit of a spring clean. So it also, you can use it for clearing karma, because we're transforming guilt and shame and the energies of karma back into knowledge and understanding. So just to hold in your mind that this isn't just like a broom that sweeps out. It's an energy of transmuting. It's the alchemy. It takes one thing and turns it into something else. So this is even more powerful for you because you're taking something that's negative and turning it into something positive. Okay. So, you know, whenever I think of clearing karma, I think, well, I carry the guilt until I realize that I have what I've done. I've come to terms with it. I've learned from it. And the minute you learn from it and you think, right, that's it, I've learned that, I won't do it again, and you don't do it again, then that isn't actually an automatic clearing of your karma. But what we often do is we keep beating ourselves up and holding the guilt as something to chastise ourselves with. And guilt is a very, very heavy energy. I mean, it's shame is the worst. Then there's guilt, and then we go into the sort of angers and hates and things like that. But they're all dead weights. They're all holding you down. They stop you from being empowered. They stop you from being happy. So when you use the violet flame yourself, I'm going to call it in for you, but you can, this is how you call it in for yourself. You say, I invoke the violet flame. You can say of Saint Germain, or you can just say the violet flame, to transmute all my negative energies now, right now, right now. And as in all of these invocations, it is useful to say them 3 times. So when you're doing this for yourself, you can say it 3 times. And then you're in a receptive, open mood, mode to allow the energy to flow all around you, burning up. And it's a flame, so it burns up and transforms. Like when we do the burning of our writing, we're transmuting the energy. We're turning it from the negative energies of the emotions, and then turning it into light. So we're all being alchemists when we do that. So as I say, we're on the way to creating the wine. And unfortunately, I don't want to go from water to wine because I don't drink wine. I do drink whiskey though, or gin. So I might work on that one. And that is spirit. So hang on, I think I might be getting there now. I'm on the way. Yeah, I think we're all on our way there now. Maybe we can do a workshop on that at some stage. Yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? So, okay. So now I'm going to just think of what you may want to put into this flame. What of your obsessions, what of your niggles, what of your energies that you know that keep coming back, whichever thoughts, old thoughts and memories keep churning back at you. Just think for a minute what you want to put into this flame. Because with your intention, it makes it much more powerful rather than just saying, take all my negativity. If you can be a bit specific, it's going to be even more powerful for you. Right. And bearing in mind that you can do this yourself later if you miss anything. Drop your shoulders and relax. And call in the energy, the power and the force and the generosity of Saint Germain, invoking the energy of his violet flame with gratitude right now, right now, right now. I invoke the energy, the violet flame of Saint Germain to transmute all negativity that you wish to let go, transmute, turn into wisdom, turn into understanding, turn into light. Right now, right now, right now, right now. Put your self-doubts into the flame. Say, I offer my self-doubt into the violet flame. Transmute it now, right now, right now. Put your fears into the flame. Put your resistance into the flame. Your saboteur. Transform your saboteur into your strength. Transforming your saboteur into strength. Right now, right now, right now, in the violet flame. Right now, right now. Good, good. Wow, good. Excellent. Every one of you is working. Absolutely working. I can feel it. Well done, well done. 16. 17. The grace of God and permission from your higher self. Use the violet flame now, calling the violet flame to transform and transmute your karma, guilt and shame into wisdom and understanding right now, right now, right now. If you've got old memories that are troubling you, bring those memories forward, their energy, and drop them into this violet flame. And turn them into wisdom right now, right now, right now. And all those imprints on your heart and soul that hold old emotions locked down, things that happened in your childhood, things that happened in previous lifetimes that are still here with you now and come up as triggers that set things going, causing anger, hurt, pain, resentment, weakness. Let's transform the imprints now, calling in, invoking the violet flame to transmute all imprints for you right now, right now, right now. Well done. See the flame, throw into the flame everything you want to transmute. Any emotions that you're carrying that are troubling you, frustrations, hurts, resentments. Throw your expectations in, turning them into light. those expectations that have you dangling and always wanting something from a person or yourself. Put them in the flame. Do you have a pattern of choosing the wrong person to get close to? Throw the pattern, the old pattern, into the flame. Negative dialogues and narrative that keep churning over about yourself, throw those into the flame. Right now, right now, right now, transmuting your negative dialogues about yourself. Right now. About blame, blaming yourself or blaming others. Throw your blame into the flame. Transforming it now, right now, right now. Your addictions. Good, good. Perfect. Perfect. When you've finished, when you're back, I suggest draw this symbol over yourself. I'm drawing it over you, but even better for you to draw it over yourself. And that is the preservation symbol that holds the new status after you've done the transmuting that you're now in, and all the good things that have happened. I've been using it after each energy, but you can use it yourself. It's to preserve the energy status that you're in right now. Good. Okay. You can use it, draw one loop, then the other, and then the line. And you do it 3 times, and you draw it down your body, just like over your whole being. Good. I think, apart from Archangel Michael, who's my best mate in spirit, I think Saint Germaine's coming up a close second here. Yeah. Okay, so this is how you can carry on with your transmuting, your transforming of yourself from any negativity into positivity. Whenever your mind, because it's your mind that's the biggest enemy here, whenever your mind starts to go into negative thinking and starts coming up with thoughts and ideas which are false very often, false beliefs about yourself, false beliefs about the world. There's a lot of false beliefs going on at the moment. I can't believe it. But there you go. I can't believe it. They're there. There's a lot of lies and false information going around. But the ones we're really concerned about are the ones that you create yourself and are about yourself. So when you find you're going into negative, the first thing to do is to get that mind working in the right direction. So focus on something good, something that you like. I absolutely love, there's two things I use. One is tulips. I love yellow and red tulips, just something that touched me. Probably my lifetime in Amsterdam or whatever, but Holland, but I love tulips. So if I want to make myself feel good, I think of tulips. But sunflowers can do it as well. And flowers are good because it's easy to imagine flowers. That immediately switches your mind away from whatever it's thinking about, and you're in control. This is all about you have to be in control. The whole purpose is to get you back in control. So think about that. Think about something good. And, or, you know, maybe you like the sea, which I'm a bit addicted to the sea. So thinking of the sea, visualizing myself by the sea, whatever it is that is going to take you from the negative to a positive. And then if you do have, and you're bound to have negative thoughts, my goodness me, and you're going to have negative emotions, you're bound to. It's what you do with them that matters, not having them, it's what you do with them. So if you do have a negative thought that's destructive or going to be harmful, then send a smiley emoji after it. Send a little smiley face, and just get the smiley face to take that energy, because it's all energy, and again transform it. Or you can invoke the violet flame and send that after the words and the thoughts you've said that you don't want to be hanging around or go anywhere, or even around your head, let alone anybody else. Another thing you can do, these energies that trouble you and often end up with giving you headaches or confusing you. Well, I don't know what I'm doing this, I don't know how to do that, blah, 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 blah. Just sweep through your energy field and flick the energy. It's very condensed around your head when you're confused or when you're worrying. And if you've got some salt water, flick it into salt water. If you haven't got salt water, imagine a bowl of salt water and you're flicking it into salt water. You don't want to send it to your cat or your poor mother that you're looking after. Just send it into the salt. It's sweeping, it's really good. And burdens on your shoulders, sweep them off every day. Anything where you're having to carry stuff and people and duties and anything that's, some people's families are a bit of a burden, aren't they? Which is an awful lot of people's families are a lot of a burden. We don't want to be doing things through duty. We don't want things to be a burden. We want to be doing things from love. So reset and recalibrate yourself by sweeping away the burden, and then with acceptance and an open heart and understanding that people aren't always what we want them to be. We're more in a state, as soon as you get into a state of acceptance, you're lifting yourself above all this yucky energy. So sweeping and clearing can help a lot. And I think seeing the violet flame in front of you, invoke the violet flame and then throwing it all into the violet flame and seeing it turn into love instead of duty, that would be a really good thing to do. And the other thing is that we often see that things that have happened in our lives as negative, and of course some things are negative, and some horrible, horrible things happen to people, and I'm sure all of us have had something really bad happen, and it's going to happen. That's going to be the way of it. I mean, because we're all going to die, we're all going to feel grief, aren't we? If we love people, we're going to feel the grief, and there's going to be and there are people out there doing really evil, nasty things, so there are going to be a lot of people hurt from it. But it'd be good to sort of focus on the positive things that have happened. So that brings your energy up. So to help you overcome the hurt of the bad things, start to focus on the good. And even the bad things that have happened, there's going to be something that you can find that you've gained from it. Even if it's just that you have become a stronger person, or a more tolerant person, or a more understanding, compassionate person. And maybe, I mean, a lot of, when you see an awful lot of people have started movements, actions and movements after having gone through something really bad yourself, that turn it around and make it into something good. So go through your life, go trawling through and see what good you can find came out of the bad in your past, and write it in your journal, and then it's become a blessing. See, turning it around. So wherever you can, find the positive. Right. Now I meet Archangel Michael, who is with me all the time when I'm doing healing, because I tend to attract quite a lot of the old black magic and cursey type energies, not particularly for me, but people with them. I have had them as well. But Archangel Michael is wonderful for this. Archangel Michael is not an ascended master. Is exactly what he is an archangel. But his whole purpose is to protect us, and he's focused on us in our human state. And he's got the power of just not himself, but a whole band of angels. So there's a mass of them, and their intention is to transmute, again, the same sort of thing, only they will transmute things for you. You can call Archangel Michael to clear curses and black magic for you. But what I've seen with Archangel Michael is, if I have a situation where somebody is troubled by an energy, if I don't know whether it's a spirit, it may be a soul of someone who's passed on, who's maybe angry or upset or grieving or hanging around the earth plane. And I don't know the difference between that necessarily and a demonic energy. I mean, there is a difference in the feel, but I don't really want to get up close and personal with those energies so much anymore. So I ask Archangel Michael that if it's a demonic energy, which means it's just something that's created out of negativity, to destroy it or break it up. It doesn't actually destroy it, he breaks it up, and then it can disperse. And that is again an opportunity for transmuting it into light. But at the first level, you just don't want that energy anywhere near you. So we're going to use Archangel Michael here to clear away any negativity, but also most role he has is to protect. So you call in Archangel Michael and his blue flame to protect you. So he's in blue there, and let's have a look at Archangel Michael's blue flame. So you're calling in his blue flame, you can call him in as well. So you've got the choice. Whenever I do healing, I call in Archangel Michael and his blue flame to surround the person I'm healing. Excuse me. Great, strong energy comes around you. So we'll dissolve and disperse negative energies for you. Will act as a great protector for you. Doesn't seem to mind how many times you're calling him in, because I do it all the time and he's never complained yet. A beautiful, beautiful force of light to be on your side. So I'm going to call him now, but I'm also going to ask him to do something that I know some of you might be interested in, and that is to use the blue flame to clear the energies of your ancestors. So if you've got any sense that bad luck or curses or any negativity has come down to you through your parents, that and that does happen, happens a lot, plus negative attitudes and programming, you know, where your family's always telling you that, oh, we're an unlucky lot, we've never been very lucky, and your mother's always said, oh, don't expect too much out of life, blah, blah, blah. Pessimism. No one don't want that. So let's use the blue flame to clear all those energies up through your ancestors. It won't do any harm. It just takes the negativity and it clears it. It does like a bit like the violet flame, but it's not. It's slightly different. And anyway, that's what I was told to do this morning, to use the blue flame on your ancestors. Right. Okay. So just close your eyes and it's calling Archangel Michael. And I'm calling in Archangel Michael right now, right now, right now, invoking his energy, his strength, his power to protect you right now, and calling in his blue flame to surround you right now, right now, right now. This blue flame to surround you and your parents, all your family. Put everybody you love into this blue flame. We call this blue flame in now for everyone we know. We ask Archangel Michael, bringing in his energy now. Feel his energy of strength filling you now and surrounding you. Asking Archangel Michael to go through our ancestry, releasing and clearing all negative energies and attachments that are not of the light. And I call in Archangel Michael to do that right now, right now, right now, through your ancestors back to source, releasing all energies with his sword that are attachments that are not of light. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Releasing all curses, all black magic, all negative forces that have been called in to cause harm and disruption through the past, through the present, and through the future of your family tree. Feel the strength of Archangel Michael. Feel the protection and the comfort of his blue flame right now, right now, right now. Present, past, and future. Cleared all invasive energies, and let his sword and his judgment reign. Thank you. And feel the blessings of the angels, calling in the blessings of the angels for you now, right now, right now. The love, the blessings of the angels, such a sweet, sweet feeling. Filling you now, right now. You are blessed right now. Wonderful, thank you. So, for you to carry on this work of protection and keeping yourself protected, of course you're calling in Archangel Michael and his blue flame anytime you wish, but you just take the responsibility of sealing your energy. You can use the protection symbol which has been given to us for that very purpose. Use the egg, which is you see a big egg in front of you with thick walls. You step into the egg, and the egg protects you from other people's emotions. Really good if you work with people that are an irritation or a nuisance and keep on, or they're pessimistic. The egg is great for that. It protects your aura. Very good. And if people start to get aggressive with you and angry with you at work or on the phone when you're working, or even just at any time, just to imagine you've got a garage door which you pull down hard. Take that responsibility to hold your energy strong, and be careful who you mix with. Listen to your body. It's telling you when you're with somebody that's good for you or not good for you. Don't keep getting partners that are harmful to you. Just find somebody that's kind. Yeah. So just to finish with, I want to just to remind you that you are this beautiful being of spirit. Never forget it. Every day remember that you are this being of spirit. And if you do the morning ritual, which is on my YouTubes, it takes you through the intention of protecting and sealing your energy, opening your heart, opening your mind to opportunities, and reconnecting to your higher self, to remind yourself that you are this beautiful spirit, and the beautiful spirit who's in control of what's going on in your life. That is what we want, to be empowered and in control. You can't change things happening to you, but you can change the way you handle it and deal with it. And if you deal with it from a spiritual perspective, it'll always come out better than when you do it from a lower chakra point of view and a physical state. So this is a symbol I want to leave with you, for you to do your own channeling. No point in doing it all here now, because we'll all be all sitting there in silence, but you don't need me for you to do your own channeling. But that's the symbol. Draw it any way you like. And connect to a master of your choice. Now, for those of you who, you may want to take a photo of this. It's a good idea, Ariana, good idea, take a photo. You will be getting these, but these are some of the ones that are on that pack that we sent you. There's enough there for you to be able to pick one that would suit you. So maybe taking a photo is a good idea. You will get this sent to you anyway. If you ask for me, I will send you the PowerPoint. Otherwise, you will get the link to the recording. So I'm going to, okay, so if you take a photo, now I've got to look to see what messages you may have sent me. Okay, Christine. Oh, okay. Good. So I'm going to just click on, I'll ask you some, oh, that's come around the wrong way. Is that interesting? A and Q, answers and questions. So just to remind you that I have a series of podcasts there to hopefully to inspire you. Again, you get those on my website. I've got recordings on YouTube. Anne Jones Healer is my YouTube account. If you want a healing session, you can book it automatically now. I've got an automatic system. I'm pleased with myself for getting that set up. No, I didn't do it though, of course, Tom did. And if you want to become a member of my center, which I'm setting up now, but I've also, you will get lots access to a lot of things that I've already recorded and healed, and I will continue to record. So there's a whole library of material like this that you can get when you become a member. So as a monthly membership, you get access to all that, and you get discount on everything. And if you didn't get a discount on the workshop, you better send Brenda a message and remind her that you needed a discount. So now I'm going to stop the share, and I'll go back to gallery so I can see you all and say hi. And I'm also going to see if there's any questions. So nice to see you all. It's not quite the same doing it this way. I'm gonna, hold on, where's my chat box? Oh, Christine's had to go. Yeah. I'm going to put my email address in here. And you can, if you send a message to me, I will send you a copy of the PowerPoint. Okay. And now, any questions that you have? I think there was one here from Siobhan about, is Marlin Archangel Raziel? I don't think he is exactly the same energy, Siobhan. I don't think so. I did have a quick look to see what they said in the cards. What you call it? I don't get the feel of that.
Right.
Merlin feels more like is much more a magical energy, and but I do feel that the transformation and the alchemy of Saint Germain feels much more like Merlin as
okay.
it's there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering because Raziel's got a lot of magical qualities.
Well, maybe
as well, and not so much that they're the same, but just maybe similar energy.
Well, yes, could well be, and could also have this connection that I've been talking about, how the one will help the other. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That has only ever really impinged on me recently. This whole thing about the connection of one spiritual master with another. You know.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. So we've all got there working for us, which is good. I hope you felt some energies. I hope they felt good for you. I hope they've given you some strength and for things for you to do for yourself, which is important. So you can go forward with something that you can do when you start getting the wobbles, because we're all going to get wobbles, we're all going to get floppy at times. I don't cope. You need the tools. That's what you need, and that's what I'm providing here, and will continue to provide. And in fact, I'm about to turn my website into a center, and I'll just share this with you because you're the first people I'm sharing this with. My vision is you come to the center, which is the Center for Spiritual Empowerment. All right, because that's what we all want, isn't it? We want to be empowered and we want to be moving on our spiritual journey and being happy. It's going to be like walking into a building, and there'll be a room for meditation. So you go in there, you feel you want meditation, and then in the meditation room, there's all my meditations recorded, and it's basically the sense of sitting in there and having a meditation that you choose. It's all virtual, of course. And then there's the healing room where you go in for healing and then book a healing, or there's other people for healing, or there's healing recordings that I've done, which there's quite a lot of them. And then there's the knowledge, there's instruction. So there's workshops that I'm doing. I'm going to do 2 big workshops, which are going to have certificates of people who want to teach others and do it for other people as well, being a healer, to use all the symbols and so on. So they're going to be there. And then there's a library, and then there's a shop. We have a bit of retail therapy as well. Products that empower you. So it's all about how to empower yourself. That's how I'm envisioning it. But whether it's going to be possible to set it up like that, we're going to see. You know, that's the idea. So has anybody got any questions that I haven't? Yes, Evelyn, I have a question. You said Archangel Michael dissolve soulless negative energies into small. It does not eliminate it all. What could be done into this? Oh, the smaller pieces I'm talking about are like dust. A demon is only empowered by its size and its strength. When it's one thought doesn't become a demon, but when a lot of thoughts all the same come together, that can actually become something that's got its own energy, and then we call it a demon. Okay, so it's not got a soul, so that's why he will chop it up. I mean, I've called him and I said, I don't know what this is. And he no, not a word from him. And the next thing is the sword is slashing and slashing. And often these things appear to me as snakes or that sort of energy, reptile energy. I don't know why, but I mean, I think David I could probably tell me. But this energy, and it just chops up and it disappears and just becomes nothing. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, some of these things I see are so similar to things they make movies out of, the fantasy movies. So it's interesting. We're being opened up to the possibilities of some of this, but you don't want to get too involved in demons. Don't get involved yourself. Get Archangel Michael to do it for you. He has his own job.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Evelyn. Anybody else got any questions? No. Oh, I have a couple of questions on the chat. The various symbols, well, there will be on the PowerPoint when you get them, so I'm going to leave that to that. The channeling symbol, the one for healing, for the healing. Let me show you that again. The easiest way for me to do it is to use one of my cards to show you. There's a set of cards with all the symbols on. This one. This is to channel the divine feminine energy vow. Yeah. And you draw it 3 times, and then the energy flow through your hands. And of course, it will come through your eyes and your heart, but the obvious and manipulative place is through your hands, so you can then direct the energy wherever you like. And put it on yourself, on other people, on plants, on your water. There's all sorts of different uses of it, but it's that energy, and it is the divine feminine energy that comes through. The thing with this energy stream is that it will be at the force and the strength and the vibration that you can handle, and also the person you're giving to can handle. So it's love, so it can't harm, and it can't be perverted. None of the symbols can. Good. Okay, there's that one. I don't know. What else did we have? This was the other one that we used at the end. Anything else? Any other? Anything else that I missed? For meditation, you can use that one. That's for meditating.
Anne, I was just wondering about when you got Archangel Michael to clear the energy of the ancestors.
Yeah, something else there.
I really felt that was quite a big one for me, and I just kind of wonder if you. I'm not even sure what my question is, but if, say, you've had this lifetime, you've had somebody put some sort of curse on you, that's been lifted, but maybe you could have this just running, and you didn't know, is there kind of a way, another way of like checking,
Well, I've just finished doing a big workshop for the Japanese, and one of the things I've taught in there, and I will be bringing it into the workshop I'm going to do for the English-speaking version, if you like. I'm Japanese, without the translation. I realized that when I was doing it, how important it is that you go through a spring clean and you check all aspects. So because, you know, when I've now 25 years of doing healing, I can actually pick up what people need a lot of the time. I still ask people what their problems are, but I can actually feel the energies and I can follow the energy. But I couldn't do that when I first started. So to make sure that we cover all aspects, all the hidden aspects of why we have the problems we have, in other words, the root causes, the best thing to do is to have a process, a spring cleaning process that you go through everything. And that way you don't miss anything. So you check for the curses, you clear them, you go through the motions of clearing even if there's nothing there. So the ancestry healing is this symbol.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you go through clearing, you clear the ancestors. You can do it for yourself, of course. If you're doing it for other people, you make sure that you always clear the ancestors, because we are 50% of what we are comes from our ancestors, our genetic stream. I focus an awful lot on what your soul's gone through, but it's also very important to check what your great-great-grandfather went through, because it's passed down through energetically through your genes. So really, really important that you do look at your ancestors.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay. I don't have a symbol for Saint Germain, but Saint Germain comes in with an invocation, and an invocation is like a mantra. So just by saying, I invoke the violet flame of Saint Germain, and saying it 3 times, that brings that energy in. You don't need a symbol for that. It's one of the invocations. And the same with Archangel Michael. I don't have a symbol for bringing him in either. It's just simply by invoking his energy, and it always comes, always comes. You can just feel it straight away. And you can, I could actually feel some of you really letting things go there. Which was the thing that there was one that I felt had quite a big, in fact, I was told everybody shifted something on it. I think it was Saint Germain's. I think it was about that.
When we put everything into the actually throw it into, I felt that was really so strong.
Yeah, I was told everybody had got something major shifted with that. So that was the one. I'm pretty sure it was that. Wasn't Archangel Michael. Yeah, it was Saint Germain. So if there's no more questions, please shout. Unmute yourself and shout at me if I've missed your question. So
can I? I wanted to say something. Sorry, it's not a question, but when we were doing the ancestral clearing with Archangel Michael, I realised that because of all the ancestral thing, being Jewish and other people putting lots of bad energy onto that sort of karmic line, I was always had this feeling that I'm an outsider on the earth, and it's cleared that now. So thank you very much.
Oh, wonderful, Sandra. That's amazing.
Thanks.
Well, you know, I was told to do that. I wasn't planning to do that. I didn't mention it in the notes or anything about doing the ancestors, but I was told as I sat down before you when it was going wrong, I don't know what happened there, that I was to do the ancestral clearing. So they must have had you in mind, Sandra.
Thank you.
And I have a feeling Siobhan too. I think yours. In fact, several of you need it.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good. Now, just as well, I'm listening. I don't know which ones I don't, because we don't know which ones we don't listen to, do we? But I did get that message.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm planning to do another workshop like this a weekend in a few weeks' time. I'm thinking of making it a healing for relationships. Don't know whether that would be of any interest to anybody here. Relationships with mothers, fathers, daughters, friends, partners, all forms of relationship healing. And that will be the intention to come with, that it's to heal the relationship. And some of them can be tricky old relationships, I do know. Yes. Okay. All right. Bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, darling.
Thanks very much.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Siobhan.
No, bye, Sandra. Good to see you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going now. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Anne.